Hey you guys, welcome to a new episode of Food and the Single Guy with me, your very own AMARU. Now on this episode of Food and the Single Guy, you guys, I'm going to show you how to cook AMARU's rosemary chicken. Oh yeah, it's about to go down. It is so delicious, you'll love it. I'm going to list all the ingredients in the information box below the video. So without further ado, let's get on with it, shall we? Okay guys, so those of you that have been with me since the beginning, you know how we clean our chicken in my country, okay? We soak the chicken in a basin of water with some vinegar, and that is to cut the raw, meaty scent of the meat, okay? Now this has been sitting for a good half an hour. What I'm going to do next, I am going to rinse the chicken. And as you can see, I'm using chicken cutlets. And you know me, I'm not a messy cook. I need my stuff to be clean. And especially when you're working with chicken, you can't be too careful. So I just washed my sink. I have just rinsed my chicken. And now what we're going to do, we are going to set the chicken to one side to drain. Then afterwards we're going to come back to marinate these bad boys. Okay you guys, as you can see, my chicken was drained. What I'm gonna do next, I am going to season these bad boys with a little bit of salt. Just a little bit. Not too much, don't go crazy. We're gonna add a little bit of crushed black pepper. We're also gonna add some garlic powder. You may use fresh garlic if you so desire. I'm going to use garlic powder. And the key ingredient, the rosemary. Now what I always do with rosemary, I put it in a plastic bag and then I crush it. Just like this. This will help to release the flavors, which is what you need. Alright, so now I am going to add this to the chicken. And I'm going to use my hands because baby, it's all about getting the seasoning into the meat. All right? So there we go. Last but not least, I will also be adding 2 crushed chicken stock cubes for flavor. And we're gonna dig in yet again. And you wanna give this a good rub. You wanna make sure that your food is seasoned well. Nobody likes bland food. At least I don't. And as you can see, I left the skin on the chicken for a reason. Years ago, when I uploaded a video of this recipe on my channel, somebody asked me, aren't you going to add any kind of oil or sauce or whatnot? No, I'm not going to do that. I am going to cook this in the oven tomorrow because we're going to put this in the fridge. We're going to allow this to marinate overnight. Okay? And tomorrow, I'm going to cook this in the oven, and the chicken is going to cook in its own juices, in its own fat. So that in itself is going to be enough to cook the chicken. So you don't need to add any extra oil or extra fat or anything like that to cook this chicken. Trust me, it's going to be good. If anything, you're going to have to scoop fat out of this dish, you know, because it's going to be swimming in it. Don't forget, you guys, that the skin, the chicken skin, is one of the fattiest parts of the chicken. Alright? Now, let me cover this with some aluminum foil, and then I'm going to put this in the fridge to marinate overnight. So now your chicken is ready to be baked in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour. And of course, you're going to check on it every now and again just to make sure that it's nice and brown and that it's not still raw and all of that stuff. Okay, you guys, now let's have a look-see at my chicken. See how nice and brown? And I know you can't see it probably, but there is plenty of liquid in this pan. Now let me go ahead and see how the rest is cooking. And do you see how moist the chicken is? I didn't add any oil or butter or whatnot, nothing. The chicken will cook in its own juices, and that's all you need. Now when it's done, I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to let this continue to cook, and I shall be with you in about a couple of seconds. Now when it's all done, it should look a little something like this. And doesn't that look gorgeous? Oh yeah, it does. Now mind you, there's a lot of oil and a lot of fat in the pan, but you can use that to make a nice gravy. Alright? Now if you decide to try my rosemary chicken, let me know how it turned out, because you know I'm always interested in hearing from you. In the meantime, be well, take care, happy cooking, happy eating, don't add crazy to the craziness, and I will see you when I see you. Have a good one, you guys. Bye-bye.